Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Yasir and I have been working in UK corporate ID sector for over 10 years. I hold multiple ID certification in Microsoft, Cisco and AWS. In this video, I'll show you how to submit a form, save the data to the SharePoint list and send an email using Power Automate. Without wasting time, let's get started. Log into your Microsoft account and click on Forms. First thing, we will create a form with a few details. Click New Form and give form a name. I will call it test form and create few fields. First field I'm gonna create is your name required. Second field I'm gonna call it as a location required again, and the last field I'm gonna call it date of birth. So the form has been created. I'll see a preview and then I'll move on. That is a preview how the form look like. In the next phase, I'll go to the SharePoint site and I will create a list. So in this list, I will create the same fields as I have created in the form so that they match each other. The reason we need the same field because when we configure the flow, the field has to be similar. Otherwise, we'll get confused and data will can be lost. So I have created a SharePoint list and I'm gonna set up three fields. First one, I'm gonna call it your name, same as in the form I have created earlier. Second one, I'm gonna call it location, and third one, I'm gonna call it date of birth. So the same three fields I have created earlier in the Microsoft form. By this point, we have configured a Microsoft form and a SharePoint list, each comprising fields for name, location, and date of birth. In this step, we will create a Power Automate flow to process form submissions. First, navigate to the Power Automate and select the Create option. Next, choose Automated Load Flow, then assign an appropriate name to the flow. Next step, we have to pick up the trigger. So first step is to set up a trigger. I will search for forms and select the trigger when a new response is submitted. Since I prefer working in a classic designer for its extended capabilities, I will switch to the interface. In the form ID section, I will select the form I have previously created that is called test form. Next, I will add an action to retrieve form responses. The get response detail action ensures that I can extract submitted data, which I will later be used in the both the email notification and SharePoint list. Now, select the SharePoint site address and list name in this step. And once selected, I can now map the field dynamically. Name retrieved from the form dynamic contents, location mapped from dynamic contents, and similarly date of birth extracted from the dynamic contents. The next step is to send an email notification upon from submission. I will search for send an email and select Office 365 Outlook. Send an email version 2. In the to category, we will provide the email address of the person who will receive the email responses upon form submission. The subject line will indicate a new form submission. So I will type a new form has been submitted. In the email body, I will dynamically insert name, location, and date of birth retrieved from the form responses. Okay, so to enhance readability, I can utilize formatting options such as bold, text, font, size adjustment, and color settings. There are options available here. And I can also write the body of the email appropriately so that it is understandable. This is how the flow look like after all those configurations and settings. I will click on save and test the form. So once it is saved, I have to click test and choose manual testing. This is the first time I'm testing this form. I have to submit a form and I can confirm if that is working or not. Okay, so upon submitting a form, I can confirm that the form data has been successfully saved in the SharePoint list, and an email notification has been received with the correct details. So this is the final step. We have to ensure the form is working fine and the automation is working fine. Yes, I can see that the email has been received with the same details I have put in the form. And now we need to check the SharePoint list if that has captured the data. Yes, I can see that in the SharePoint list. It has captured the correct data based on the form. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.